for reasons?
Yeah, just the way that the screen is laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, aggressively adjusts the webcam.
Everything.
The monolithic mouse up there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
So I understand what caves are. I'm not sure what Cud is.
HUD is a location.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello. Welcome. So basically, Caves of Cud takes place in a long advanced apocalyptic future where society has been irradiated to hell and set back, hundreds of years. But a lot of artifacts from the old society do still exist. People kind of exist in that, or, use those. But basically, we're an adventurer trying to explore the land of Cud, the ancient city filled with chrome relics and all sorts of dangerous shit that will kill you. And it's fun. I've enjoyed it. I bought it like 2 weeks ago, and it's very much an old school roguelike. It's got permadeath. It's got like Markov generated content. You'll find books, and I have found a book that is like 54 pages of generated content. God help you. Most are not that long, but it all of your items can be like have random things attached to them. And yes, it doesn't have to have permadeath. You can turn off the permadeath. You can play kind of more roleplay type modes. You can make it so that when you die, you just get revived. But I've mostly been playing it with permadeath so far because I'm that kind of person. Hello, hello.
Yes, you are.
And I think it's also good to like, basically there are a lot of different things that you can do with your builds. And so I've kind of been using permadeath as a way to explore a lot of the different systems and have different characters who can do different things. There's a bunch of preset builds that like basically give you the ropes, and I've mostly been playing by picking one of those and just seeing what kind of stuff is available and what they do. And it's definitely been helpful for kind of figuring out what goes on. I've still got a few minutes till my tea goes, but we can start looking at the character creation until then.
Alright.
A nice thing is that you can have multiple characters going at the same time. So I have like a new character that I just rolled. But we can start a totally new one. Alright, so as you can kind of see, there's like daily things, there's role-playing where you get checkpoints, there's classic, which is the permadeath mode. We'll go with classic. If we die, we die. So yes, there's rolling random characters, there's building your own characters, you can save builds, and there are also some presets. So the big thing to know is there are kind of two different types of characters. One are the mutated humans, which are, you know, animal people, people with like laser eyes, people with frost breath, that kind of thing. And then true kin, who are sort of like the Fallout vault dwellers, kind of retained some amount of the advanced society, have like cybernetics that they can put in, but are a little bit less mutated. And they're both pretty good. But, you know, it's kind of down to what we want to do with ourselves.
Alright.
Within these, there's a whole bunch of like preset builds
good
here.
Lord.
Yes, and they all play quite differently from each other. I have played like half of these ones now, and of the 3 Truekin builds that you have here, I've played the Praetorian. I have just started a file with the Gardener, but not done anything. So what are you feeling? Like monster person or person?
Monster person, why not? I don't know who the Priestess Templar are, but...
Well, whoever they are, they don't like any of the mutants.
I'm sure I hate those guys.
That seems pretty fair,
I'm
yes.
sure they suck. They call themselves the Templar. Anyone who calls themselves Templar sucks and doesn't deserve my affinity.
So yes, I believe the big difference is sort of like the mutated humans start with like moderate attributes, which means that they're like okay but not amazing, whereas the Truekin start with high ones, but that mutations, especially if you know what you're doing with them, can get completely out of control like quicker than like the level ups that the Truekins get. So it is sort of like the slightly harder start but slightly sillier finish versus better start and not necessarily hard finish, but still, you know, harder. But I'm good with that. So we've got Marshtoir, who is a charge-based melee fighter. He is a centaur, basically.
The most survivable, I
Yes,
see.
from left to right, it basically goes from die fool to we will provide you with the tools necessary to help you escape deadly encounters, and, you know, like put it together fairly well kind of things. We've got Dream Tortoise, who instead of being like mobile is more just got a lot of armor by default.
Yeah, he's the turtle guys from Dark Souls 2.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Even looks like it.
Hate those guys.
We've got the Gunwing, which is my most recent character and the one that I managed to take the furthest so far, but mostly just knowing.
To be fair, I was looking at him being like, he looks cool, and I was gonna pick him. But if you've been playing as him, I'm not sure I will now, Dad. Because I was like, look at that guy. Look at him. He looks awesome.
He is a gunslinger.
Right?
Who is a bird.
Bird, fly, and I was like, that guy's cool as hell. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm playing as him. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I've played as like all 3. I played as these 3 so far.
Okay.
Mostly, again, kind of going from most to least survivable. So we've got this guy, the Star-Eyed Esper, mental-based ranged fighter, good crowd control, good map vision, medium survivability, hybrid melee and mental, ability to set enemies on fire, which is always fun, causes harvestable plants to grow nearby, why not, challenging build, and then we've got hybrid melee and electrical attacker, burrower and trap setter, starts with night vision, challenging. I mean, I am good playing pretty much whatever you would like.
I mean, I quite like being able to set enemies on fire.
That is true.
I'm gonna give you hard mode.
I mean, why not? We might as well, right? Like, I've got the basics of this game down. I more or less understand what there is to do.
Alright,
I'm gonna get myself some tea, but we are going to play as a Fire Frond and die instantly. And if we die, we'll just roll a new character.
Yeah, we are.
Which is the fun of it.
We're gonna die now.
So yes, we get an attribute thing. We've got like some summaries of what we've got. Unstable genome, flaming ray, photosynthetic skin, and burgeoning, whatever that means. You can see that you've kind of got some D&D style stats here. It does do the thing of like stat modifiers based on like the total level of this, which affect the rolls, because oh baby, this game's got dice rolls.
Alright.
We will have to name him, of course.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
They can do random ones, but we can also pick.
Ooh.
So of course, it's very important that we get a good name for our character.
Oh, gotta think about this. Gotta think. Chat, feel free to suggest names for a Fire Frond. As he gets tea and I ponder naming. We can always steal from Undertale. Hot's Flamesman. We have to pretend we remembered his name after all. I did say I did, even though I lied. I did not remember his name. I know. What have you been naming your characters thus far?
Whatever I happen to think. My gunbird was named Common.
Nice.
And I literally just started a run with the Gardener Truekin type, and I'm pretty sure I just named him Gary the Gardener. So, you know.
Let's go with Hot's Flameman. I will make sure it's that.
Hot's Flamesman is pretty good, kind of regardless. But yeah, since we're playing on permadeath, people characters are cattle, not pets.
It's gonna be Heat's
Flamesman?
Heat's Flamesman, that's it.
I feel like Hot's Flamesman is like almost a Kojima name. Heat's Flamesman?
Yeah, Heat's Flamesman.
Alright. I like it. And then the last thing, I think, if I remember correctly, that you have to choose is your starting location. So the way that this works, Joppa is not a randomly generated town. It has a specific set of quests for you to do. It's kind of if you don't know what Cud is, start here so that we can kind of put you on the correct path kind of thing. And I'll probably at least start this one from here. But basically, you can also start in randomly generated villages with randomly generated quests. And they do also give you, like, reputation,
benefits, yeah.
And benefits and, like, things. So, like, I haven't really started doing this too much yet, but, well, you know, depending on how this run goes, we will potentially try some other stuff. Alright, well, shall we jump in? We embark for the Caves of Cud.
Alright.
Arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, near the Great Salt Desert. Got moisture farmers growing Verdian water vine. Wrought huts. On the horizon, Cud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-riven sky.
What's kind of like the goal?
So the basic goal of this is to kind of discover the secrets of Cud. There is kind of a main quest line along all of it. But like the more direct goal out of everything is kind of just to like dungeons and things and encounters will be randomly generated, and you'll kind of go through and build a story for yourself as you do it. And so you kind of just discover more about the world as you go through. Cast down your artifacts. So alright, we are the Greenmen down here. 8 directional movement, mostly using the numpad. Luckily I do own a numpad. Every time that you make a move, the world kind of stops waiting for you to make moves, essentially, and it moves forward whenever you're moving. We see a whole bunch of characters around here. These guys are some farmers. This dude's a priest, a zealot. Those guys are the wardens. You want to be real careful about them. But thing to be aware of is that yellow NPCs listed like this usually are quest givers.
Alright.
We can chat over to him to get some idea what we're meant to do.
Oh, we have a little guy.
We are indeed a little guy. Alright. Can you tell me about Joppa, Mr. Mehmet? Ah, go speak with the elder.
Alright.
But we did ask if they got work, and there are some critters eating their water vine.
I wouldn't do a peasant what an asshole if you say that.
You could be a real asshole
no,
about it.
wow, that's that's classist. We ain't no classist here.
Exactly. I'll happily do as you ask.
I like to accept quests.
Also, we've got a whole bunch of things that we can do. A big thing we have that like every character gets by default is the ability to sprint. And sprinting just lets you get the fuck out of a bad situation.
Run away!
We've got harvest plants, which should means that we should be able to like pick stuff up from random plants that we see, which is probably good for us, I assume. And then we've got the actual main things of our build. We've got Flaming Ray here, a 9-square ray of flame in the direction of our choice. Deals 1d4 plus 1 damage, which is pretty good. Only 10 rounds of cooldown, which actually is quite good as far as cooldown goes. And melee attacks heat opponents by 2d8 degrees.
Okay.
So I haven't really done much in the way of like messing with it, but there is a whole temperature system in this, and I imagine if we heat people up enough, they will probably catch fire, if I had to guess.
And die.
Ideally, yeah. You've got bask in the sunlight and absorb the sun's nourishing rays. Plus 20% plus photosynthetic skin level times 10% to natural healing rate. 13 plus 13 for the light level quickness. So quickness is how often you make moves, and then natural healing rate is how you gain stuff. So I'm guessing if we're outside and fighting, we heal very quickly and we move more quickly.
That's good.
I have no concept of what burgeoning is.
It will tell you, you just have to guess.
I'm not sure why it doesn't have a write-up on it. But we can also check, yes, there's a burgeoning list here. So on our stat screen over here, the most useful stuff to know is these are our stat bonuses. So we're getting +1 to strength rolls and agility rolls and +2 to toughness rolls, but not much else otherwise.
We're not very smart, I guess.
Yes, but our mutations are really the big thing. So, unstable genome, 1 extra mutation each time you buy this. The mutations don't manifest right away. Whenever you gain a level, 33% chance your genome destabilizes and you get to choose from 3 random mutations. Okay, so we're gonna like mutate like wild and have no idea what we're doing as we go. Good to know.
Alright, excellent. Love it.
Flaming Ray is the ability that I had there. When we put a level of this, it's gonna go from rolling 1 dice to rolling 2 dice, so it gets quite strong quite quickly. So that's definitely something we're gonna want to put points in. Photosynthetic skin. So that's the bask in the sunlight. Instead of eating a meal, gain special metabolizing effects. Okay, so when we're hungry, we can just photosynthesize, and we'll get a bonus out of it. It's +1 while occupying the same... So DV is dodge value. That's how often you dodge attacks, or at least it's involved in the calculation.
We may not advance mutations rank yet.
Indeed. We'll have to level up to do that. Sad. But as you can see, as you level them up, they do get bigger. So the fuck is this?
That's the plant thing.
Okay. Cause plants to grow in a nearby area, hindering your enemies. Range 8, 3x3, growth into adjacent tiles, cooldown 105 rounds, and extra reputation. Okay, so basically, this is what we're gonna use to slow enemies down when we're trying to get the fuck out of dodge. Got it. We can also see what our inventory is. Ooh, we've got a recipe for boar jerky. Dried slaw and shadowy bread on top of spine fruit jam. A little bit of boar jerky, congealed shade oil, and a serving of fruit jam. Yum. So these are like cooking recipes. By reading this, we should learn them, or we might have already known them. Dried acid latkes to learn corrosive breath.
Yeah. Just have 1 dram of acid.
And
Beautiful.
some meat hummus. Yum. So, yep, there we go. You want to like kind of look at your inventory because it can teach you some of the stuff that you would think you don't know by default. We've also got some honey, some oil, some torches, which are always useful. I have no idea what this farmer's token is. Ancient bronze coins, square cut from its center. Time has furnished it with a turquoise tarnish. Neat. No idea. Alright, so... we're wearing a tunic, which has a little bit of armor and a little bit of dodge. We'll definitely want to get something a bit nicer than that. And an engraved iron vine reaper, which is an axe, I believe.
I do love a good axe.
Mm-hmm. It's also got some some scene from the ancient Sultan Damed. So these are random things. There are some NPCs you can talk to kind of like cash these in. So it's good to see them. Also gives us reputation with some faction. You often don't even end up meeting most of these.
Because you die first.
Mm-hmm. Generally speaking. We've also got some ghostly flames on our hands. Which is, you know, neat. I'm not sure if I can, like, look at those. I mean, it's a feature of our body, but it is a little bit weird. We also got flaming fists.
Yeah! Punch things, punch things.
Ah, 1d2 minus ones. They're not amazing, but...
Whoa. I like to punch things.
The quick way to read this is the arrow over here is the penetration value. This basically goes up against an enemy's armor value, and if you beat it, you basically are allowed to do damage to them. There's dice rolls involved, and there's also a very funny system, which means if your penetration is a lot higher than their armor, or like that there's a chance that you actually get to attack again and make just multiple rolls, so that once your weapons get strong enough, you end up doing hilariously large amounts of damage against things in single shots. And also, if you get shot with a gun, it means that it's gonna hurt an awful lot if you're not quite armored, oddly enough.
That's fair. Guns be tough.
And then the 1d3 here is basically the damage that it will do when you successfully get damage on it. So roll 1 3-sided dice for damage. So as far as reputation goes, we get to know that arachnids don't like us very much, neither do baboons. But, you know, the consortium of Phyta, whatever that is, likes us, and dogs like us.
Hey!
As we go through the game,
I like
we'll
dogs. Oh, they'll let us pet them. They're welcome in their holy places.
We
yes,
sure
yes,
are.
Dogs. We better meet with dogs.
We'll definitely find some dogs.
Yeah,
Dogs are
we
good
will.
friends because they don't attack you out in like the fields, and they often actually end up helping you in fights.
Good boys.
So yes, it does look like we've got some axe proficiency, which is basically why like our Vine Reaper is an axe, so that's good to have. We have got some cooking and gathering, which means we can prepare meals and harvest stuff around us. But it looks like that's about it as far as those skills go. Alright, well, we should go chat up the Elder as well. Hey, buddy. What can you tell me about Joppa?
Nothing.
Oasis Hamlet on the eastern reaches of the Great Salt Pans, the jungles of Cud. We are but simple water vine farmers. What about Cud? So you did ask what it was. It's a strange and terrifying mesa to the northeast. Her tainted rivers breed life in all its motley forms. Her poison jungles shelter priceless relics of a forgotten past. But that's just the half of it, for Cud's most precious treasures, and her most hideous children, lie within the innumerable chrome caverns beneath her scarlet loam. Ply those silver hollows, a spry adventurer's dream. The years have wizened me beyond such foolish ambitions, but you? Be not deterred so.
You're an idiot.
You look just young enough and dumb enough.
You're a fucking dumbass. You go for it. You go for it, buddy. You got this.
You got this. So looks like the Elder's got some books that won't necessarily have much. They are also mega expensive. It's worth noting that the unit of money in Cud is water, drams of water. So like this is 428 drams of water to buy this one book here. My book is worth 21 drams of water.
Yeah.
If he were so interested in it, but you know, probably not so much. We've also got a water skin with 6 drams of salt, which I guess is for cooking. But that $32 that we have down there, that means we've got 32 drams of water. And you do also have to drink.
I was gonna ask if that was also, like, your water supply for drinking.
It sure is. You can actually see down here, we've got 32 drams of fresh water. So our early trips out are likely going to be more about just scrounging up everything we possibly can and then selling it. Because there is also a merchant in town. And that's these kind of camel-looking guys over in the corner. They are dromans. I'm Heat's Flamesman. Who are you? Hello, Tam.
Hey, Tam.
What kind of creature are you? A droman, a salt strider.
Town Shanter is what he is.
Mm-hmm. My people have walked the salt for thousands of years, meeting every creature that lives and thinks. You will not find better, more resourceful traders in Cud than all we. You live here? Shop is my home. Once walked the Mahagri like many of my brethren, but upon meeting Elder Iridad, knew at once to settle down here. You'll understand if you speak to him. He's a nice guy. So he's the merchant. Anytime you see one of them, they are quite good. He will restock from time to time, but there is kind of just all sorts of stuff that he can sell. If you've got guns, you are absolutely going to be buying out his stock of lead slugs at all times. There's a chance we end up with some range stuff, but I may try to just use the fire breath as as our ranged thing. Again, I'm kind of like learning as we go. He is also selling these glow spheres, which are basically better versions of torches, and we definitely like to get our hands on something like that. Generally has weapons. That carbide dagger is quite good, but we aren't really a dagger person. Got rifles and muskets, got some scrap bits. And he does also sell this camel bladder, which I may consider because it kind of helps you carry more water. Alright. I also like having the chat up for the game to kind of get the history of everything that, or like everything that's gone on, because it can be very easy to miss stuff that happened, especially when you're like auto-exploring, and a mini-map, because it can be kind of hard to see where you have and haven't gone and like where things like stairs are. One last thing I want to do before we head out is check out the Tinkerer, who will have the other quest. Argive.
The Quaves are going.
They're going. We're still chilling in the first town right now. Didn't notice you there. It's because I was ignoring you. What are you, some sonic treasure hunter? If that's the case, then bring me some sort of knick-knack from the caves. I will return. So kind of a funny thing here, though, is that I think I saw something on sale from the merchant that we should be able to actually get for him for very cheap. And that is these strange tubes here, which cost 3 cents. And, hey.
Knick-knack, knick-knack.
Yay, knick-knack.
Yay.
So if we do examine this knick-knack, it's actually just a metal folding chair.
Ah, that's a knick-knack, sure. Uh-huh.
Odd metal tubes. But he should like that. And that is worth experience. Here, take this chair. Alright, now get him another one. This is fine.
He's making us do all his errands.
Pretty much. So we do have quests here. You will get randomly generated quests, although both of these are... Like, when you start in Joppa, you will always get these 2 quests. Basically. But I think we are ready to head out, at least to Red Rock.
Alright. We're not gonna get him another knick-knack?
We'll get him one while we're out.
Fair enough.
You know, we'll find plenty of things that count as knickknacks. Alright, so the way that travel tends to work is that you can go off of screens as long as they have walls by them. But as the game is telling me now, You can also press minus on the numpad to go to the world map, essentially. And the way that the world map works is that each square on the world map is essentially a 3x3 set of tiles. So by moving on the world map, you go a lot faster, and you can often avoid dangerous or deadly encounters by traveling on that.
Alright.
The downside of moving on it is you can get lost, and then you might be in a place that you have no idea where you're going, and, you know, at the mercy of just finding things.
That's fair enough.
These statues will tend to give you facts about the sultans, which, like, you know, you get noted. They will also, if they mention locations, give you the location that you can then mark on your map. And usually when you get that, you will also get a quest to visit that new site. Those are generally randomly generated, but useful to have, which is why it's useful to look at statues. I believe there is, yep, another statue over here. Might or might not have something for us. The last Sultan. Alright, but let's head out. So here we have the world map, which tends to be pretty similar. We've got like a big salt desert over here. We've got like a slightly wetter salty marsh over here. Almost all the water that you find is salty water in here. Right up here is Red Rock, the place that the farmer is sending us over to. So that is likely where we're going to go. But there are a few more locations of note. And the statue that we looked at in the graveyard told us the location of Mapar, and since it's relatively close, we will probably visit it at some point. But let's head over to Red Rock. Alright, got 50 XP for our troubles. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so it is fucking dark out.
Yeah.
Luckily, we do have some torches, and I can equip that in my left hand to get a little bit of vision. We can also wait until morning, which I think I probably will do, just to get a little bit easier to see while we're wandering around here. We can also see up here that we are hungry. We can also see that we drank some of the water that we have, so we are down from 32 to 30. So the number at the rightmost of every item over here is weight. These are like the pound signs are basically just units of weight. You can see we can carry 270 and are currently carrying 44, which is your equipment plus your, like what you have equipped plus whatever's in your inventory.
Sure.
Alright, but let's do some food. So in order to make food to eat, you have to make camp, which you can't do when there's enemies around. But we can cook some meals. So if you do just whip up a meal, you won't be hungry anymore, but you won't get any bonuses. If you cook a meal with ingredients, you can get some more bonuses from it. If you cook from a recipe, you get like specific bonuses from it. You can also preserve the fresh foods you have, basically to get more food stuff. I haven't really done too many characters that do much eating yet, or cooking yet, so I don't really know all of the ways these things work. Might be good to give us a little bit of extra thing. We got some boar jerky, I think.
Yeah, it's true. If water is the currency in this world, it's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Water's heavy.
That does, in fact, become a big thing as you go along. You start to really value items that are light but worth a lot of water, because you can essentially carry those in lieu of money. I think we have boar jerky on us. We don't have boar jerky on us. Tragic. We do look. We've got vine wafers. We do have some oil and honey. But what I may do for now is just make a regular meal. Well, we get a little extra move speed for the rest of the day, so that's nice. Alright, well, let's actually see what's around here. Yes, the other thing that I really have to do, that I have not done yet, is set my stuff to hotkeys. So we're going to be using Flaming Ray a lot. I like to put that on number 1. This is a preset. It is the Flame Monk I'm still at the point with this game where I am mostly trying out the presets, but I have played at least a few. This is the fire guy, which, you know, is probably harder than a lot of the builds I've played so far. But we'll see how it goes. You can see our cone of vision is getting wider as we go along. That's because the sun is rising. I'm on whatever version's on Steam at the moment. So, likely not up to the most current beta. Ah yes, you can also press the Alt button to get kind of like a quick look on things. Stuff that's green is at least neutral to you.
Hey.
It's worth noting that you really should heed these things, like that says average. That basically is how good you are at being able to take them in a fight. You can take most 1v1, most average things 1v1. 2v1 is already a dicey situation. It changes depending on what your build is, what you're doing, but like, it's important to be aware. I have gotten my last character, I can't remember how far they got, but since Serene over here hasn't actually seen the game, don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah, I've seen nothing. I know nothing.
But I've done
nothing.
Few steps past the Joppa quest. The place the Joppa quest sends you, I have gotten to there, basically, or like into there properly, if that helps you.
It's just a goat. How hard could it be?
It's just a goat.
It's just a goat, man.
I absolutely could cook this goat.
So, I take it if you, like, kill goats, you lose, like, reputation with goats?
So I don't think actually killing the goats themselves.
Oh, okay.
Any individual goat will do it. However, there are, like, legendary creatures of each faction. And if you kill them, or even, like, high-ranking creatures, you do lose reputation with all of those creatures. I believe that it's like minus 300 is the level where someone will attack you on sight.
Okay, the cats will fuck us up.
Or I guess actually minus 301
Ah.
is the exact point, if I remember correctly. I think goats count as goat folk as well. Although
okay,
they don't
so
like
they don't like
us.
you, but the docile ones won't attack you. So that goat was like not interested in murdering you.
Yes, I don't know if goats specifically count as goat folk.
Sure.
Because there is some weirdness in that. Like, you can kind of see that frogs are separate, are like, you know, actual frogs. So I'm not sure exactly how it works. That said, what we are here for, more or less, are these stairs. Because this is kind of the dungeon area. We can press 0 to explore the entire thing, just in case there's anything else for us to see here. Some more goats. Just kind of wandering around. Grazing hedonists or something hoofed. Sounds about right. And you can also auto go to downward stairs, assuming you found them by pressing plus and minus for upwards, because there's a lot of spelunking in this game, oddly enough. Alright. So there's a bat to our left.
Bats bad? Hi, bats.
Nope, bats are also neutral to us. They are often quite helpful in early caves because they'll fight the things that actually want to hurt you. There are also dreadroots, which are hostile creatures, but which won't actually, like, hurt you unless you kind of stand on them. They will be, like, they'll scare you. They'll make you scared, and that means you lose control of your character. I think my Vine Reaper might do extra damage to them. They are indeed scary tubes. Ah, well... Ah, yep, there we go. I'm fleeing from a dreadroot. I passed by the dreadroot and it scared me. They don't give experience, although they can give me potatoes, which, hey, that's fine. Cracked lenses are scrap. If you have a tinkering skill, you can turn scrap into stuff to help you make item mods. I might be wrong, but I think it's mostly for selling if you don't have tinkering. We do auto-pick those up. There is a spider over there.
Ah, they're hostile.
Fair
enough, I'm hostile to spiders.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't look like he's seen us. They can be a little weird about that sometimes, though. I will probably try to kill him. Alright. I slammed the cave spider. I think he is now on fire. At least he's hurt.
He's a flaming cave spider now.
He is now a flaming cave spider, yes. So a lot of combat is kind of like this. I think as this class I will want to be really careful about how I engage things, but I definitely want to get my experience up because I am currently level 1, which means that I am baby. Rude. Something shot me from the west.
What a jerk.
Stopped me from healing up. There you are.
Hi.
Seed-spitting vine. Fucker's what he is.
I set him on fire.
I sure did.
Hi.
That's a giant centipede.
Hi. I hate those things.
I'm gonna sort of run away from it a little bit because my flaming ray is gonna come up pretty soon. Well, he is now on fire, so this is what it looks like when something is on fire.
They're not having a fun time.
Hey, we gained a level for killing him because he was worth 125 experience.
1 mutation point, 78 skill points. Alright.
Sure, feel free to tell me about fire. I have encountered it in the wild, but not really done much with it specifically. As things are, we're mostly just going in, somewhat blind, but honestly, I like the systems in these games are so incredibly convoluted that it's often a good thing to just be like, oh, that's an interesting thing.
Like with Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, well I think Flaming Ray will up our damage quite... I mean, it'll literally double the number of dice we're rolling for this. If you press F while you're looking at yourself, you can fight the fire to do it, and enemies do that a lot. That does make sense. I knew about waiting to, like, stop the fire from burning. If you're running with fire, you will generally stay on fire, but I didn't know that there was an even better way to get rid of it. But yeah, this seems quite worthwhile, I think. Especially because at 10 cooldown, we're going to be wanting to use this pretty much as often as possible. We also got skill points, although at 78, there's like not that much for us to be able to do. I'm also really not sure what I want to be going into with our skill points. For example, I know tactics is generally good. You almost always want some sort of melee weapon if you don't have the, like, you know, something that does your fighting for you, because that's kind of a zero resources thing. We started with axe proficiency, although we do need more strength to do pretty much anything else with it. It looks like if we put 1 point in strength, we'd be able to get cleave and charging strike, but we'll see if we actually end up doing that or not. And I know tactics is generally pretty decent because it's like kind of just helps you do some extra stuff. But we'll have to see. I have no idea what some of these even are. Yes, I've definitely got that impression about the Esper. That we are the glassest of cannons. But we do see something else over here. This is a Snapjaw Scavenger. So these are sort of the basic goblin-type enemies at the start of the game.
Aw, they're adorable.
They are also where we're going to be getting a lot of our stuff. They hate us by default, and luckily, even at level 2, this one is already listed as easy. And he's got some stuff, a braid and an iron mace.
She's so cute. cute.
Yeah, sorry.
Aww. Who's mean when she's that adorable?
We're gonna be killing a lot of them.
Aww.
It probably won't make you feel much better, but we're minus 475 by default with them. So they don't like us either.
Aww. I want to befriend them.
We kind of melted them. There's another one over there, though.
Hi, an archer one.
Mm-hmm. You get back here, you little shit. So yes, at this point I am probably going to be grabbing, like, pretty much everything that I can, other than corpses, which are generally really heavy and don't sell for much at all. But yeah, we vaporized that one.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what an albino monkey braid is. Long twisted braid. Well, it does give us one dodge, so it is probably worth equipping on my back as it is. We've also got an engraved iron mace. So maces generally have very set damage ranges. They don't roll things, but that means when you hit, you always do what right there is 2 damage.
Mm.
We also got a copper nugget, which these are called trade goods. They are essentially like non-water things that are worth certain amounts of money, so they can be just useful to hold on to. Alright, nothing up around here. Ah, hello. Got a spider and a guy here. Let's try hitting the one in the back. I'm not sure if this pierces or not.
Mm.
Well, I have at least set the spider on fire.
I mean, that's good. I do like to set spiders on fire.
It does, in fact, look like it pierced, though. The flaming cave spider takes 3 damage from your flames. The flaming snapjaw scavenger takes 6 damage from your flames. Nice. Yes, I can take a quick look at the maces. Yeah, they daze on critical hit. Whereas the axe, cleave armor on critical hit instead. So cleaving armor basically temporarily lowers the amount of armor that you're getting for things, which makes you more likely to be able to do critical hits afterwards. Daze, I believe, is like misturns. And yes, because there were engravings, we did learn some things there. That's always cool.
I do like to learn things.
Terrible, really.
Actually incorrect. I hate learning things.
And yes, our axes will, like, there are specific skills down each one. For example, like, if we do get one more strength, we can get cleave, which whenever you hit an opponent with an axe, there's a 75% chance you'll cleave their armor. But a little further down, we've got dismember, which can cut limbs off, basically. So as you go, like, basically your proficiency in the melee weapons can get stronger and more specific. I'm gonna sit here briefly, because each turn that I wait here while that spider takes flaming damage, my cooldown on Flaming Ray goes down. He is no longer on fire.
Terrible. Get back on fire, spider.
Alright. I would set him on fire, but he is still easy.
Really surround us.
Yes, and that is kind of a big thing about combat in all roguelikes. You love, love, love to be in a hallway fighting one thing instead of surrounded by 9 things. Or Snapjaws, it's true. Listen, I have to reduce them to dust. Yes, and I did actually totally immolate the other one because there is a pile of ashes over here. Oh dear. Counterweighted bronze 2-handed sword. So counterweighted is a weapon mod, adds +1 to hit. Okay. That'll probably be worth a decent amount. We've also got some leather armor there, which might actually be better than my current. Okay, I've got 1 armor value on that, which is the blue diamond, and 2 dodge. I think that 2 armor is worth more than the 1 dodge there. I think I've read somewhere that the early game conversion is generally like 1 point of armor value is worth 3 points of dodge value. And also that you want at least, I think it's 6 armor value while running around to not be completely destructible at all times. So every piece of AV that we can get is good, considering that we're only at 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Now I can kill him and just steal her shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow, we took 7 damage from that centipede.
Damn.
And that is the danger of it. You can actually see here that he hit 3 times. So the way that the multi-hits work is that if you're, like when you roll against it to hit an enemy, it's your penetration against their armor value. And I think it's like you roll 3 numbers, 3 dice modified by the penetration value. And if all 3 are higher, you actually roll again. And, or like if one's higher, the hit goes through and you do damage. If all 3 are higher, it rolls again with slightly lower penetration and, you know, does it again. And what that basically means is that he pierced our armor 3 times, like with a big enough hit twice so that he could get 3 hits off, and then it rolls the damage for the number of pierces that you got, for the number of penetrations that you got.
Ouch.
And what all that means is basically when your armor is low or you're up against something whose pierce is high, they will sometimes do not much damage to you, but they will occasionally just fucking annihilate you. And that's also why you want good armor value early on. But we did, I think, just level up off of that, and we had our mutation, that unstable genome thing that we start with,
Yeah.
go off. Interestingly, it is offering us Carapace, which the turtle starting class, that's essentially the mutation that lets them be turtly. So I believe the big thing there is that you can't wear body armor, but it would give us 3 armor instead of that, which is about as good as, like, plus 3 armor minus 2 DV is what most of this, like, early chainmail type stuff is, which is pretty good armor to have. We've also got double muscles, possessed of hulking strength, so just a flat +2, and 15% chance to daze your opponent. Burrowing claws, spade-like claws that can burrow through the earth. Claw penetration versus walls +3, claws destroy walls after 4 penetrating hits. Claws are a short blade weapon class natural weapon that deal 1d2 base damage to non-walls. Okay. So, Carapace seems like it would be... Basically, it would solve the immediate problem of us being made of tiny paper. It may come back to bite us later, but fuck it. We do have to be alive. And, you know, that seems decent. I've never taken this, so, like, I've never done the random mutation type stuff, so I have no idea, like, a lot of the stuff that's out there. Alright, we also have the ability to Titan Carapace, which potentially is more useful to this. But there we go. We finally actually got the level. So, on any level divisible by 3, you get stat points. For ones divisible by 6, all your stats go up by 1 point. On levels like this with 3, you just get 1 attribute point to put wherever you would like. That does make sense that burrowing claws are actually quite strong because is like, you know, being able to destroy walls is an interesting thing to be able to do. So yeah, it is an interesting question if we want our strength to go a bit higher. So I believe 20 is the breakpoint for getting +2, which is why we have our toughness here. In general, you don't really want to have dump stats in this game, because, like, every stat is kind of important. So I will potentially get ego. I don't actually know what the bad thing about not doing ego is. It's currently our lowest. I know that willpower, the big thing about it is that it's kind of our only defense against psychic attacks. Strength would potentially give us more on our main axe weapon, of course. It's an interesting question. I also know either willpower or intelligence determines how many health points you get per turn, but I don't quite remember. Only 2 stats are willpower and ego, no other stats matter.
As an esper, that's fair enough.
Willpower cooldowns? Okay, that's definitely a good point. Like, if I want Ray to be my main thing, that's definitely important. Like, I definitely don't know what a lot of the stats do as kind of like secondary and tertiary effects on them. So that's kind of worth noting. As we can see here, I'm not allowed to put Flaming Ray up higher with the first point, but I definitely will probably put things in. Cooldowns, health regen, mitigate mental attacks, that's willpower. Yeah, that definitely does. Price going up and down quadratically, so high ego pays off really hard. That's good to know. So we'll have to see which of these other ones that I want. Worth noting, Carapace does, make your armor better as you put points into it, so that's definitely good. Burgeoning is my get the fuck out of dodge thing, so lowering the cooldown on that's certainly a nice thing. Like, all of these are definitely pretty decent. I might just turn myself into a fire tank, which certainly sounds funny. Yes, we could also save it to buy a mutation. You need 4 points for a random mutation. Yeah, I haven't really done, like, buying random mutations yet because I don't really know too much about it. I do like these sets of mutations, like this set of mutations that I have right now. And I do know that, like, okay, so the unstable genome thing did go away after that. That's good to know.
Oh, so it's like a one-time thing?
Yeah, well, Carapace I feel like was pretty nice to get, or at least I'm happy enough with it as it is. Well, I'm willing to put a point into willpower. It will put us up to a +1 willpower check. I think I like that. And then also going to use the bathroom real quick. We can consider what skills I want to get. Burgeoning is very dangerous. Oh boy. Sort of an interesting question if I want to just save up for skills at the moment. Potentially do.
We should definitely just grow some plants and see where it goes. See how the plants go. We're friends, right?
If I find a dog, I will definitely pet it.
Oh yeah, we will.
Hello, bats. Ah yes, I'm not at full health at the moment. The bat is overwhelmed with terror. Oh no. Yes, I do know about control attacking. Alright, well, funnily enough, the original stairs were actually just in the main room, so we can just go straight down. A small boulder, the size of a larger boulder. Another asshole plant there, the jilted lover. Go away, Mr. Centipede. Well, he went away. Some flaming trash and some ashes. Well, I have set a fire in the cave. Ah, a Sklapkrad Hermit. These guys are not mean to us. They might or might not have anything. I did maybe set his trash on fire. Yep, nothing to trade.
Woo!
Well, that means we found a weird artifact.
Found a knick-knack!
Now,
Yay!
granted, I might want to keep this artifact. We'll examine it, see what it is.
What is it?
I might break it, but hey, this is fine.
Oh!
It's a grenade.
Hi! I don't know if we want to give that way.
Yeah, well, potentially. Uh-oh.
Hi.
That's a cannibal. A mean motherfucker.
Oh boy.
We are near some water, so you'd be able to douse the flames, but, blast. Well, he appears to be running, so that's good.
Uh-oh, I think there's something else here, right?
So I believe that was the hermit that we saw earlier, and he is at least currently a friend to us.
Okay. Got some brackish water
That's most water.
and a corpse. Oh, hello.
Ah, he's fighting the seed spitter there.
Ah. Oh, hello. Sappy, jilted lover.
Something is shooting at me.
Hi, you little turd.
These guys are assholes. Also, if I do something silly and get myself killed, it's fine. You don't have to tell me about every little thing. That's half the fun. What is that? A bandage. I see. Ah, so I am standing on it. So there's some bandages just chilling around here. There also appears to be a cannibal behind me.
Hi.
These guys are probably decently dangerous to me. But, you know, considerably less dangerous when on fire. Ooh, an engraved club.
Ooh.
Oh, some more Sultan stuff. And that, yep, did give me a location. Oh, hello. This is an interesting little zone.
They're a wizard?
It looks like it might just be a statue, but there is a two-handed sword and some copper nuggets. So that's nice.
Ooh.
Got a clay pitcher here. Wonder if that's worth anything. It's 10 pounds. I can drop it if I need to.
It's perfect, though. It's perfect.
It's a statue of Reshef.
I don't even want to desecrate it.
Nah, generally not.
Ah.
All right.
Okay.
Guess that's just a torch.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what a funny little room.
Mm-hmm. Had some decent stuff in the chest. I should be able to sell, like, for a decent amount of money here. Which is always nice. I kind of treat this first, trip as like a figure out what's going on thing. Get me a bit of money. Oh boy, a cannibal and a centipede.
That's gonna be fun times for you.
Sure will.
It's time to unleash the plants.
Well, it could be funny. Surely nothing bad is gonna happen if I do this. Well, a lot definitely happened. I'm not totally sure what. But there are friend plants here. Hot, wet cannibal. Alright, well I finally put them together, so let's see if I can hit both of these guys with some fire. I'm gonna tighten my carapace. And simply sit here until my flaming ray comes back. Hey! Apparently this was a good idea. Because we leveled up. Alright, well, we've hit level 4, so that's decent. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Hermit. Very kind of you to come help me. Yes, I do know about F1 to unlock the look command. Alright, well, we did level up, which means we've got another mutation point, which I think I'm putting straight into Flaming Ray, because again, that is going to be all of my damage. Ah, some cool plants. Star apple tree. The young ivory is revealed to the north. But it's a friend. These things are really annoying because whenever you step on them, they'll, like, do a ton of damage to you. Made a tree in here. That's fun. It's a good thing that's a friend, I guess, because that's tough. Ah, looks like that might be a friend. Yeah, seed spinning vine.
Ooh. They're all friendly. It's a good one.
Friend to all plants.
As long as we never, like, piss off the plants, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Hero laws of the jackpot on burgeoning. Hell yeah. We high rollin'. I think my Birdman was killed by stuff in the area they're from. Oh, hello. No, I'll take a copper nugget. I'll take a bronze ingot. I could take this stone anvil, but it might overburden me very slightly.
A little bit. Can you, like, forge anything on it?
It might be possible, although that I have not really messed with in any way. Man, this cave bit is large. I'm actually quite surprised how big this level is. Yeah, we streamed Undertale just yesterday, and we definitely remembered and didn't not remember.
I didn't lie to him.
No,
Absolutely, we'd
no
never
chance.
lied. We'd never lie to Heat's Flamesman.
An electro bow. That is a 10 damage 1d6, but it does require powering. That's what that no cell means.
Ah.
It's bow and rifle, magnets and string, knock and hum. Yeah, it's an electric bow. Neat. Powerful plant. Yeah, seems pretty decent. I have no idea if I will, like, actually use it. Man, we are setting things on fire. Pretty hardcore. Ah, it can also be used as a normal bow. That would potentially make sense. I think even without taking the bow stuff, like you don't need a weapon proficiency to use things, but geez, that is large. I mean, I might as well have it. Ah, no cells that fit. Okay, it might not be able to. Because at least it doesn't let me auto-load it. Yep, that seems to be the case. I mean, granted, if I got a 10 pierce 1d6 weapon this early, it would be pretty scary, but I may keep that on my person. A magmatic salt-encrusted bizarre contraption. Fascinating. That is a fusion pumping station.
Ho ho.
Neat. 32 drams of lava. Sealed. So I guess there's some, like, lava piping up in here. I may have broken them. Or they may have always been broken. Who could say?
That too.
Hydraulic turbine, but, like, the hydraulics are lava, it looks like. I'm not sure why you'd want to irrigate with lava, but what do I know?
Why not?
And the hydraulic press. We have found the hydraulic lava press channel. I do not wish to step inside the hydraulic press.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do not wish to be pressed.
Goodbye.
Yeah, like...
Leave that centipede.
We did 11 damage, which kind of means we high rolled each of the 3 rolls, which, fuck yes. Love that for us. Yeah, that irrigator would probably be spewing lava over here if I had to guess, if it was connected. Oh, that's a little interesting. Some torches. Torches are, like, kind of weirdly heavy for what they do. We did finally find the stairs here. I'm surprised it took as long as it did. Honestly, I'm not totally sure. I mean, I'm definitely gonna play... Ow, rude. So yeah, that ivory just did 3 damage to me. Because I stepped on it because I was scared. But like, I would potentially be open to trying something and just seeing what happens. We'll see how far this one gets. I mean, we're not going to be streaming all afternoon, and I haven't died yet. But that may change on this floor. We'll see.
And you just go down as far as you can?
Pretty much. I mean, I happen to know the way that this quest works because it's not random. Ah, well, thanks for the corroded circuit board, I guess. Hi.
I feel like we're leaking, not bleeding, because we're a plant person?
I think so. That seems about right. Oh, he has a steel battle axe. And some sturdy moccasins. Which I don't know if they do anything.
They're sturdy.
They are quite sturdy, though. Alright, so our Vine Reaper is a 5 1d3. This Steel Battle Axe is a 5 1d3 plus 1, so that is in fact an upgrade on our current axe. That's nice. Jesus Christ. I did 9 damage to that poor guy with his buddy's axe. Ooh, a leather cap. I could probably put that on. Yeah, I don't have anything on my head, so that's a little more armor. That's good. Take this Sunveil. Become friends to the Isakari. Got a wet steel axe there.
Hi. Hi.
Many friends. So yes, this is a larger version of Snapjaw called a Brute. And 2 scavengers. If I can get them in a long line, there will be blasts. Of course, if the big guy doesn't want to come over, I can kind of just blast those 2. Alright, my man's is on fire. He's doing pretty good for being on fire.
Yeah, you're still doing too bad.
Ah, yes, he didn't attack me there. He tried to, like, beat the flames out.
Yeah.
You can see he's quite a bit larger. And Shock, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Alright. He's chonky. You did cleave him a little bit.
Yes, he's got 1 less armor now, which hopefully means my future hits are a little bit better. He is doing decent damage to me, of course.
Yeah. Do we have our fire back yet?
It is 3 turns away, which is actually why I'm trying to move away and not get my butt kicked while that happens. Die!
Yeah! Woo! Take his axe and my axe.
Puddle of sugary salt. Interesting.
Weird, but you know, we take that.
Ah! I should have healed up.
Uh-oh!
Because this is also a larger Snapjaw. I'm glad that he didn't show up with his buddies.
Oh boy! Hi!
What I will probably do is,
Run away?
yeah. 2, 1.
Set him on fire.
No 2 people are not on fire. Yep, there we go.
Woo!
We are at about 100 pounds of weight left. Not too bad. This is going to give us 9 more of them. Because 2-handed swords are quite large. Remember to actually heal myself up for the next thing that I end up seeing. Even if it's, you know, just a little guy. Desert Chris, that is a knife weapon. Dank Copper Nugs, love that. For me. Ah, I think it is 1 level further down, okay. Take a burnt capacitor, why not? Some fencing. Rude. Jeez, he did like 5 damage to me with those seeds. Penetration is no joke in this game. It kind of means that like the danger that you're in ramps up really, really hard as you go up.
Oh, there's a little pink rat thing up there.
So I believe that is a cat.
Ah, the cats do hate us.
Yes, but this one's fine. There's a Snapjaw looking at me over here.
Hi.
But there's also a hermit, a ray cat, and a bat. A gentling cone. You put this on your head, it gives you -1 ego, and it can't be taken off. I don't know why you would want to do this. But I'm sure it'll sell for okay. So yes, the hermit fought with the Snapjaw there, or possibly the bat. I'm not totally sure. He cracked my leather cap. Rude. Stuff that is like equipment that's damaged will, I think, heal on its own at least. Well, I am kind of hungry right now. I thirst at half rate. Love that. Oh god, I blew up a centipede there, and then a second one appeared down next to him, but I did just kill one. Like, hey, weird, a pile of ashes over there. Well, let's check out what's over here. Ah! Looks like it's a Snapjaw base. Because that is a Snapjaw warlord. Luckily, I think a lot of his posse, because they do tend to have posses, were out and about and have already been gotten, but it might not be all of them. It does look like he may have noticed me. Doesn't actually look too bad, he says, a fool.
He seems to be coming on his own. Set him on fire.
He's got at least one buddy.
One
so it is worth noting that this guy and a lot of other little ones have these like swarmer things, which is +1 to rolls. So like when you're surrounded by these guys, they can get dangerous very fast. Especially because he's a leader, he also gives bonuses to other folks in his posse. I am gonna kind of lead them down to the hermit here because that might help me a little bit. Maybe. Alright, that takes care of him.
Alright, and then you pasted the baby.
Yeah, you do. It does kind of work in the other way as well. You start absolutely destroying
little ones. Are there other ways to befriend ones?
You can
abilities?
befriend a lot of creatures kind of by owning items or having abilities that do things. I think if there are like random generated quests for things, they will also up your thing, but I have no idea if you can become friend to all Snapjaws or not.
We do kill a lot of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially because if we find a legendary one, you fucking know we're going in there.
Yeah.
You can befriend legendary creatures and that'll do it. That makes sense. Alright, well, let's see what they had in their thing. Ah, another metal folding chair. I could give that to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, and a stun grenade as well. What's a star apple? Fancy.
Yeah. Throw it in your maw.
Did you, miss the memo, little guy?
Aw, you missed the fight.
He did. Ooh, that's a much more annoying plant over there. I might just not touch to him. Ah, gained a level. Oh yeah, I was quite close. I was only 5 experience away. Uh-oh, my genome has entered an excited state.
Ooh.
And by uh-oh,
Ooh.
I mean, so basically what this
Ooh.
does is, like, auto levels it by 3, but it is kept down to the cap. But what that does mean is as you level up, it will just automatically put points into it.
Okay.
So if I put it in Flaming Ray, it basically means that as we level up, Flaming Ray will stay up at max up until we put the most into it. So I think I'll do that.
Fair enough.
We take a quick look. Yeah, you can see it's currently 3, but it's because it's capped at 3 due to our level. Once we level up, it'll definitely instantly go up again, and then it will keep doing that basically, like, until it hits 6, or until we're allowed to make it 6, basically. Which basically means we'll be able to do stuff with the other ones. We are level 5, so next level we will get a point in all of our
What
skills.
you're saying is I need to play this game so I can befriend the Snapjaws.
Clearly. It seems like the thing to do.
I like them, they're adorable.
Yeah, probably don't want to bother him. I think these are just rocks, yeah. A small
Get that
boulder, the size of a bigger
chest.
boulder. I did, yes. Yep. Let's head down to the stairway. We did find
Alright.
it. You can go through every little thing, but, you know, you won't always find stuff. I could set all the trash on fire.
Hi.
Alrighty. Rude.
We're grabbed by a jilted lover.
It does happen from time to time. Ah! So I was waiting there to get my health up, but I saw, so when you do wait for health, if you see an enemy, like if they come into your vision range, you will stop doing the auto heal. And it turns out what's eating the water vine is Gershling. Jeff Gershling. These little crabby fuckers. They are also swarmers. They're fuckers. There are 2 of them now. Alright, plant friends.
Help me, plants.
I appear to be on fire.
Oh my. Did a plant set you on fire?
Something definitely happened. Allopyra's flames.
Oops. I guess maybe not in line with us.
Maybe. Well, that is fighting that other guy over there. That's a kudzu. That's kind of a babby plant. Allopyra.
Yeah, it
It sort of just fired out a thing
fired
of
out.
flames.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, feral loss. So that should help murder those guys at least. I'm gonna get out of a line with that guy. And then blast this one. Yes, you can also see our color goes down as we get injured.
There's a little plant to the diagonal of us.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's a bomb.
Ah!
There it goes.
Woo!
Much to consider.
Oh my.
This is fine. This is totally fine. We are all under control here. There's a lot of things on fire right now.
Well, I guess we can set him on fire.
This corpse appears, so I do need to get a corpse from one of them. So I'll
set it on fire.
Probably need to have one that's not on fire. Oh yeah, those guys. That is also, that's like one of the enemies I avoided. They're kind of annoying.
The prickler, yeah.
I will potentially set him on fire. Beats at the flames with its leaves.
Hopefully our feral lad doesn't hate us.
He's still friendly. Ah, there is another one of the bomb things. Oh boy. Well, it does look like everything was incinerated over here. There's a human corpse over there, which is interesting.
I guess, flowers killed something.
There we go. There's like a bunch of Gershlings down and around here. So I may need to try to fight this a little more legit. Although I think they have enough health that the first one should be okay. There we go.
Yeah, and a bloody steel battle axe.
There we go, another 100 experience for that. And then everything over there exploded. Terrifying. Oh no. These fucking tumble seeds keep rolling in to help me.
They're like, friend! And we're like, no!
Sweet Jesus. Oh, there's so many. Well, he definitely just exploded.
Something died, yeah.
Yes, it's because there's a bunch of those bomb seeds just rolling around right now.
Ooh, a beetle bomb.
Yes. These guys are friends.
Yeah, they seem like little friends, yeah.
So basically, burgeoning has caused chaos.
As it should. As it should.
Oh, seed just fucking shot me. Excuse me, sir. I'm friend to all plants. It's not even... I don't think that's a seed-spitting vine. That was a jilted lover.
Southwest. There he is.
Oh god. He's coming.
Is that the bomb?
That's a bomb. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of exploding happening right now.
I think Josh knows. Alright.
Can give them orders? Yeah, because they are friendly. I've never done any sort of, like, interacting with a companion or anything. Technically, I don't really need to be doing much here, but, you know. Seeing if there's anything else. Delicious dreadroot tuber. So many seed-spitting dudes.
The dread roots.
Gnawed water vine.
Hate those guys.
I do dread them. Well, they fill me with dread at least. Sometimes that can be quite bad for me. Got impaled, took 1 billion damage from that fucking, young ivory there. And I am currently bleeding. But it's fine. Because nothing is trying to kill me, currently. Alright. Doesn't look like there's too much more on this floor at the moment. Seed from the northeast.
You're getting burned.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh dear, something has your number.
Uh-huh. I'll hide in a corner. I think they're mostly plants, at least.
Yeah, so they're fairly stationary.
I may leave at this point.
If we just summon more bombs, what could possibly go wrong?
That's true. Base demeanor aggressive. Engagement style aggressive. I don't actually know how... Ah, okay. So this is where I can actually tell them to do things. If I look at them and yell... You can actually be, like, psychic in this game, and it means that you can give things commands, like, faster, which is kind of funny. I'll let this place be. Alright, well, once we make our way up, we will be able to kind of walk back to Joppa. Over the world map. And that's good. It's quite close. Damn it!
Oh no, what happened?
So every time you move along the world map, there is a chance that you get lost.
Oh no.
And you basically have to wander around until you either find someone you can ask directions or just randomly, like, regain your bearings.
Oh no.
So, it's nighttime. I'll rest until morning. It's fine. You can see that, like, we've got 26 waters, so that whole adventure did not take that much. So it wasn't too bad, at least. Alright, morning has come. There's some goats here. Nothing that currently wants to kill us, which is good. We're on the outskirts of Red Rock, so until we get this lost thing to go away, we basically can't use the world map anymore, and that's what that means. Some slimy outskirts.
Ew.
Ah, there's an amoeba over there.
I don't know, you can't trust goats.
Being lost does not stop the auto-explore. Although the auto-explore, the way it works, it will only give you... Like, you'll explore all of the current tile. And I think I found you usually regain your bearings faster by changing screen. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, die. Foul creatures. There we go. And yes, there are giant amoebas with slimy pseudopods.
And they seem terrifying.
Yeah, they're pretty decently strong.
Oh, hello.
Well, all these things are friendly to us, at least.
What are they?
Wet glow pods.
All right.
And some giant dragonflies, who again are just base neutral to you. And a wet glowfish. So we are in the salt marshes now. I think we're still, like, basically just north of
Joppa.
Joppa.
Oh, hello. Yeah, got some snapjaws here. Got a fire. I don't know what that thing that is next to the fire.
Yes, armor.
I like the smoke coming out of fires. Very funny.
Yes, when things are on fire, they will smoke. Something just fucking destroyed the two of those guys there. I feel like one of them may have shot another one with the with an arrow.
I mean, there's one in there, and there's one here.
Because, yeah, enemies will get hit themselves. Ah, there is, and he is a different color. Ah, he's just covered in blood. So that's another warlord, which is the blue guys that we saw. So they're currently, I think, engaged in battle with someone. Ah, yeah, they're trying to fight the glow pods. The glow pads. And they're average to me, which means that these randos, it's not going to go great. Yeah. Well, I guess I can always take a look on their armor rack. Ah, nice. So this is, I think, a trade item, which means it's light and worth money. There's a brute way down there. You do get quite good at discerning colors.
There's your chest over there.
Ah, yes, and I probably will go to that. Get the fuck out of here. I believe each time I pick up an individual item, it will, like, count toward, or, like, it'll, like, the thing will move, tick forward. That armor, so that weighs 20, that's enough to put us overweight. Actually, just short of doing it, but these are probably worth more. When I leave this screen, some chaos will probably happen. Yeah, that guy got a lot closer to me. There is an axe over there. I know you can look at other stuff on the pile, but I don't totally know how to do it. And they are having a fun time over there.
A warrior right next to a warrior.
I sure am. I think he's the warlord as well.
Uh-oh.
I think he's the same one. He's just no longer
He's
bloody.
no longer bloody.
Alright, I think if I'm in this, I do get some slight benefits to my armor. Luckily, when the little ones come up, I can kind of kill them before they totally swarm me. There we go. Yeah, once he's down, I'm really not that worried. Because, I can take these guys. Getting very close to the total equip weight, and I will likely end up dropping some stuff, but... Ah, yes, it's a steel battle axe. So I'm exactly at weight now, so I will have to drop some stuff if I want to pick up other things, but that's fine. I will go check out that,
Chest.
Yes. There's the brute. I knew he was still around. I may be about to start a forest fire, or at least a trash fire. Rip. Yeah, it's sort of like now I only want to pick some stuff up if it's large. Or worthwhile for me. Ah. Many strong men await me. Oh. Yeah, wow, there are so many snapjaws around here.
Guarding the chest?
Apparently not well enough, though. I'll take a weird artifact. I'll look at it after when I'm not in battle.
Failed energy relay.
So I believe that is scrap. I will need to drop something because I am currently overburdened, but that's fine. I can drop that leather armor. I don't quite know the relative, like, value of things, so what makes the most sense to throw away. But, this is fine.
We are still lost.
We can't exactly ask the Snapjaws for directions.
Nah, they ain't so friendly.
There we go.
Yay.
Regained our bearings. Yes, we were actually basically in the same area. I have ended up in like totally different places while lost. I don't know exactly how it works.
That's funny.
But we did make it back. What a hideous thing. We should take it to the Elder and say, what the fuck is this? Ah, yes, I actually forgot to talk to the Zealot at the start here. Because he also has a quest to visit the 6-day stilt, which is another location that always exists in this. It's the big thing out in the desert that you can see.
Alright.
What waits for me there? The 6-day stilt. Deliverance waits for all pilgrims.
Sure, sure.
Find a cathedral magnificent in its splendor. Ooh. Oh
I
yeah.
do love magnificent splendor.
Big religious bazaar. Very well. Alright, Pale Spiderling. What's the deal? Grandfather, his grandfather, he, this. This is a Gershling.
How's that different from a spider?
It's an infernal creature of the plague.
Oh no.
For a millennium has it. Why now? 1,000 years ago, in the last days of the Sultanate, a series of 7 plagues, spread through and out of Cud, series of long stewing punishment for some trespass committed in the soft sludge of Primordium before even the Sultans reigned. So, we didn't see a rabid Black Pharaoh figure, but I believe that human corpse would have been
that guy.
that guy, because yes, there is a guy with them as well. A glow white, no doubt. Maniacal fools worship the Gersh and Nephilim as gods. Gersh Nephilim? 7th plague, demons born of the moon stare, quickened to life for the purpose of eating our young. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Heats Flamesman, your discovery is invaluable to us. We are but poor farmers, and sharpen our vine reapers is all we can do. There may be others who can help. Take this, prickly boons as thanks. Alright, so these are quite decent artifacts. And, you know, 750 experience is no slouch, because that did level me up as well. And we did gain 1 to each attribute, which is the big thing.
Nice.
About level 6, and I believe also level 12. We also, so the villagers of Joppa kind of sort of didn't like us, because we're a weird stranger, but now we're very good friends, because we helped them out with that. Alrighty. So yes, you can see Flaming Ray has already gone up to 4 here, which means that it is doing 4 D4s of damage. And it's gonna go up to 5, and it looks like it just keeps doing that, which is really nice. I have not shared water with them. For the record, sharing water or a water ritual is a smooch, and maybe more.
Fair enough.
But yes, you can see our like modifiers have now gone up on like intelligence and willpower, and everything gone up, so that's really good. We're quite tough. I could get another willpower if that's kind of all we want to do. I could also put ego up, because I think that would give us slightly better prices. Don't know if it says... cooldown, still 10 8x8 degrees there. Or 10 rounds cooldown. The fire is definitely getting hotter each time we level it up, which is funny. Alright. I think willpower would go to +2 if we did that. Ego would go to +1, which could be good. We get more ego. Right, everything goes up by 1. Right,
right, yeah,
we do
you
have
get
2
point,
mutation points, which I should definitely put some into. You can see we don't get more armor from this, but we would get more hot and cold resistance from it. Burgeoning just gets less cooldown. Photosynthetic skin's probably decent.
That's pretty good.
I'll probably do that and the carapace. Yeah, we'll get 5 DV on the next carapace upgrade. Which again is quite good. I can pet this cat if you'd like.
Yes.
Sisyphus.
He's going to try and eat your face.
No, he's a good boy.
That's the leg is to eat your face, but
You pet Sisyphus.
You generally still pet the cat anyway.
Sisyphus meows.
Aww.
So if you try to pet Raycats who don't really like you, they will shy away. He also makes you glow for a little bit.
Aww.
Unfortunately, it's not really that useful.
Aww.
Because it doesn't last for very long.
It's cute though.
But it does make you glow. And that's fun. I'm phosphorescent now. Alright, well, let's trade with the merchant. Actually get ourselves some cash money.
I do love cash money.
Yes, we definitely don't need too much of this stuff. It's not worth all that much, but in total it'll be decent. I might keep this because I believe it does give heat resistance and reputation with the Isakari tribe, who tend to be assholes.
Yeah.
So it might be useful. I have not looked at these weird artifacts. I will definitely have to examine those. Yeah, I can't do it from here, but I will. I can probably sell this book if I need to. You'll pay $350 for the Gershling corpse.
Ooh.
Ah, it's face equipment rather than head. Yeah, I should definitely just put that on then. Pays about 7 drams of water for grenades. Then we got all this shit. Bronze longswords were worth quite a bit. That's good. As are the bronze two-handed swords, and this one's worth even more. Clubs are not worth very much. These desert crosses are good. Engraved mace. Engraved club is worth a lot more than a regular club, but regular clubs aren't worth much.
Nah, it ain't worth shit.
I will keep my engraved Vine Reaper. Your weapons can get damaged sometimes, so it's good to have a backup. We do have like 3 of these steel battle axes, so I can probably give at least one up. In fact, actually, I can probably give up the Vine Reaper if I have another steel axe in the back. So we're actually doing pretty good. We're nearly at 100 drams at the moment.
Nice, nice. You can switch some villagers.
I have no idea if the steel hand axe and the steel battle axe are like different from each other. Wow, that farmer's token is worth quite a lot. Willowy. This item weighs much less than normal. There you go. It's a willowy club. And then sell off all my scrap. Scrap starts to get really heavy if you just keep holding on to it.
Is it use-friendly on selling?
If you have the Tinker skill, you can take it apart and use it to mod your like weapons and armor and stuff. But since we don't, and since I'm not planning to go into it, we can just sell it off. And you can also see this bronze ingot that I got is worth 100, so like those are worth quite a lot. Beaded bracelet's worth 28, so that was good to pick up. And the clay pitcher isn't worth much. Good to know. Also weighs 10, so I will sell it to him. Alright, so that was actually worth quite a bit of money. I don't know that he's got all that much. I would like to buy this glow sphere, although right now it would cost most of my money. I might still go for it, though. He's also selling a small smoky tube for 114 drams. I believe from the looks of that, that is probably a tonic, so one of these injectors here. So probably not too amazing for me. I might take the glow sphere. It's like basically a better torch, I think. Like you still have to hold it in your hand, which means your hands aren't free, but it does light up more than the torch does, if I remember correctly. IIRC. And we do get 8 drams of water back for this, so we're basically at even. Let's look at those 2 artifacts. Seems to be a metal bracelet. Probably a structural scanning bracelet. You believe you'd be able to recognize an ordinary one of those by now. Interesting. So I don't know if examining it again would break it, which would be a little scary. We can go to the Tinkerer and ask him and pay him to examine it, which I might do just to be safe, because that could be good. Ah, Fix-It foam spray.
I do love Fix-It foam sprays. Don't use on human hearts!
So I believe that can heal like armor and weapons that are cracked.
I think you'll find I love to use it on human hearts. You can't stop me.
It's true. I can't stop you. Anyway, with this glow sphere, I can put that on, and then I don't really have to hold on to the torches. Yeah, any object with broken or rusted. Yeah, rusted is a big one. Being rusted is really annoying because you can't put them on, and when you can't equip it, and when you're like fighting a whole bunch of things of plants, they can get sap all over things and cause them to rust. And I believe if stuff that is already rusty, it can also fade away to nothing, which sucks. Oddly enough. Anyway, we can give him another metal folding chair. Get 150 experience for that. Yeah, including things that are not in your inventory, or not equipped and stuff. It sucks. Or yeah, even things on the ground. Alright, well, now that Argive is here, he will give us another mission that is a little bit better. We could fix the lava tube. I don't know if we'd want to do that. Alright, so now he wants 200 feet of copper wire, which we can get from the nearby copper mines. Which, sure, whatever, guy.
Yeah, we'll do that. And these people are demanding.
They're very needy, yes. He also sells data discs, which you can use to, like, basically they give you tinkering recipes. And he has a ton of weird artifacts, which could be good, so I think... Yes, if I identify, I can pay him 20 drams of water. Jesus, that's expensive. I could sell my book for that. I think I got a slightly better price from the guy, but I don't feel like walking all the way across, and it was about the same, so... Again, I don't know if I actually have to do this, but... Prices are the same? Okay, I wasn't totally certain. Also, equip that sunveil. It's got one dodge, so why not? Yeah, it goes on my face rather than my
on your face.
bit.
On your face.
And I suppose if I do break it, he'll just make me pay him to fix it. So what could possibly go wrong? There you go, structural scanning bracelet. Okay, so like I spent a little extra time on it. So what these things do, because they are scanning, they're all scanning things, is basically lets you see the like health and armor values of things around you. There are like bio ones, which lets you do them for which lets you do them for life forms. There's ones that do it for like robots. This one lets you do it for walls and stuff, which I guess can be useful. I don't know. It is not powered though, so it is not doing much for us.
No cells.
Does potentially mean it's worth more now that I know what it is. $7, so not amazing. But not too bad. If we do go down, we'll see that my 54 drams of fresh water are weigh 14 right now, which is quite a lot. Also, weirdly, when you befriend Argive, he does let you just kind of take stuff from his chests. Normally, when you try to open someone's chest, they're like, hey, don't do that. But like when you do some quests for Argive, it actually just sort of lets you take them, and I don't think there's any consequences for this.
Alright, fair
it
enough.
Also means true, we're his apprentice, so we're allowed to have his stuff.
Yeah.
Because now that we gave him some knickknacks, he's like, oh, I like you.
Yeah, exactly.
This is also just a useful chest to have as like a place to store stuff when things are too heavy for you. Oh, he's got an acid grenade. Yeah, why not? And a shade oil injector. Neat. 41 to 50 rounds, plus 8 dodge value. 25% chance per round you phase out of the spatial dimension for 1 to 3 rounds. That seems decent. I almost never actually use tonics, which is a little funny. Alright, well, I guess it's kind of a question of how long we want to go. We could go do the quest for him, which is like collecting wire. Take us to a new dungeon.
What else we got?
So doing this quest would kind of send us further on the main quest line. Beyond that, it's kind of just wander around and find things. There's like the town that we heard about, which usually they're just ruins.
Do we have any other quests?
There is going out, so like visit Mapar, that's I think the place we found randomly. This is something we found from one of the statues we found. I have no idea where it is. There's going to the 6-day stilt, which is the thing that Selleck told us about it, but it is quite far away. So basically, if we look, this is where the wire, where we'd be able to find it. This is Mapar.
Let's go to Mapar.
And this is the 6-day stilt.
Ah, I see, I see.
So it is all the way up there.
Alright, let's go Mapar.
Sounds good.
No! We were so close. Man, if we just keep going north, we'll make it.
Maybe. I am also hungry at the moment.
We're hungry. Better go camp.
Yes. Ah, there you go. I can bask in the sunlight. And I'm no longer hongy.
Yay.
Birds and dragonflies.
Alright, our birds. Okay, I'm gonna ignore us.
Yep, they're alright.
There's a plant.
Ah, yes. Angie plant up there. I believe that's a kudzu. They're generally not too bad, although they're a bit annoying.
An Angie chameleon.
There's a horned chameleon.
Oh, why?
A horny chameleon. Oh yeah, and I think they will, the birds and the dragonflies will fight each other.
Ah.
Sometimes you'll just wander up on some shit.
Oh, hi, stairs.
Ah, there's some stairs down. Intriguing.
Ooh.
We could just remain lost.
Do we want to go down?
Why not?
Going into a basement.
Subterranean desert canyons, 1 stratum deep. You never know what you'll find around here. Here we found an Arcanaut. They are tough, but luckily we're not, they're not angry at us, basically, so might even be able to trade with them. Ah, and there's a trash monk down there. Hello, trash monk. Ah, yes, because they're people, we can ask them where the hell we are, and we're not lost anymore. So anytime you find, like, friendly NPCs,
nice.
you can chat them up.
Alright, well, it was good to come down here and meet some people.
Yeah, there you go. So yes, these guys will tend to have a few bullets, which can be useful for you. Not too much else, at least on this one. Ah, they're fighting with some, giant centipedes. You do have to be kind of careful with things like guns around, like, NPCs and stuff, because they can be, you know, like, if you hit one by mistake, they will become mad at you, oddly enough. Oh no! The trash monk died!
No!
There was another, centipede just below him.
Aww.
I got revenge for him, at least.
Good. You avenged him. That's good.
I'm also gonna, you know,
steal his stuff?
yeah, take things off his corpse. It
Ooh,
happens.
Smiling sun mask.
Wow.
Ooh.
Very fancy mask. Smells of ancient dried grapes.
Sure.
He got shot by the Arcanaut. Yeah, that makes sense. Poor guy. I think he was shooting at the, centipedes, and happened to hit the Arcanaut by mistake, and the Arcanaut was like, alright, fuck that. Because they can do that. Two-handed steel battle axe, oh my. That's quite good. I would have to, of course, dual wield it, which means my glow sphere I wouldn't be able to wear with it, so it's more of an outside thing than an inside thing, but, that's really good. We also got this lacquered artifact. What was that? Compass bracelet. Ah, okay, so, this is nice. This just gives you a 10% lower chance of getting lost.
Oh, excellent.
Which is good.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And also, these bracelets, they go on your arm slots, so they don't even take up, like, a slot that we're currently using.
Nice.
So that's nice.
Well,
I believe this mask is a face
less.
thing.
We've already been lost twice.
Yes, it happens a lot. So yes, because we have a glow sphere on our left hand, I don't think I can put that in another slot. And because the steel battle axe, yeah, it unequips the glow sphere when I do that. Because yes, it has to go in either the left or right hand, unfortunately. I assume? Okay, yeah, I tried to equip it in my thrown weapon slot, and that does not make it make light. That's fair. You can throw basically anything at anyone, I think. But yeah, good to know that if we've got adequate light, that two-handed steel battle axe is a 1 more penetration and a 1d6 versus our 1d3. So, pretty sexy. But yeah, you can see that this glow sphere is way bigger than the shitty torches we were using. So that's a big help. The centipedes are still giving us decent experience, so they're definitely still a bit of a threat. Another trash monk over here. Maybe this one won't die. Oh, he has an electro bow. Wow. Alright, so he's got steel arrows. Sturdy slate frock. He's got a musket. If we wanted a musket, that would be a decent thing to get. And a dank copper nug, which is a light way to hold water, but we're not super heavy right now. Ah, this cave extends on multiple screens. I admit I'm kind of used to wandering through caves on, Torchlight, which is not fun to do. Ah, a wet boar.
Oh no. Oh, he's wet and he's
They
angry.
are angry, yes. Boars don't like you.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
I can make him a dry boar.
Oh, dear. No, he was just a flaming wet boar. He was just wet, but now on fire.
These things happen. So boars are not that threatening to me. That boar might be, though.
Two-headed boar. Oh my. I love him. It's kind of funny because, like, your fire turns things to ashes. It's like you don't get, like,
things that you would potentially get, yeah. He is pretty nasty.
Oh, this boar is nasty.
Yeah, they are quite strong. Luckily, so am I. Like, I think I could potentially get some boar jerky, but I think I would need the skill for it, which is the butchery here. You can butcher fresh ingredients and other things from animal corpses. And I think without this, I don't get stuff, so it might be good to just actually grab that. We've actually got quite a few.
Spicer.
Choose 3 ingredients instead of 2. Wow. What I also might do, because we did of course get that point in strength, is get cleave with the axe, because we get a 75% chance to cleave their armor from that.
Pretty good, pretty good.
And we've got a bunch of these points. I've kind of been ignoring them all stream because I forgot about them. So I'm very good at this game. Oh yeah, and it's also, these basically act like skill trees. You need to take the top one, but then when you do get any of the, like...
0 points for that.
Yes, so you can only take it once I've taken Wayfaring.
Oh, okay, okay.
And also, you get Make Camp for free and potentially some lore if you happen to learn it. But yeah, I would basically get Mind's Compass here if I take Wayfaring for 100. Potentially reasonable to do. Again, we don't have the ability. We'll be able to get Charging Strike if we get Charge, which I believe is under the Tactics
Yes,
over
it is.
here for 150, but but we can't get any of the further stuff until we get a bit more strength. Might not be the worst thing.
Get lost a little bit less often.
Yeah, not a bad thing to do. The acrobatics is apparently decent. Flinching from missiles are just if you don't get hit from something, or I think if you get shot at, you have a chance to flinch away from it. Spry gives you extra dodge. Jump lets you jump away from things, which can be decent. I could potentially spend on this. I don't have something I'm saving up for in a main tree.
Sure.
Yeah, that should, now go up to the top. Like, basically, the trees that you've taken will be at the top, but otherwise they're in alphabetical order. Alright. So if I ever don't set any of these boars on fire... Sweet Jesus, something is shooting at me. And there was quite a few bullets.
Oh my.
There may be like a turret or something down there.
Oh my.
Ah, no, it might also just be one thing. Yeah, I think
hello.
it's these seed spitters. I think it's because I rested and a thing was shooting at me. It just did all of those because they weren't near enough to like break the rest, which is funny.
Ugh, crit. Ugh, what a jerk.
What a jerk.
Oh, well then.
A gelatinous frustum.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Get the fuck out.
Very tough. You got it.
Alright, I think what I want to do is
Lay some plants on him.
run the fuck away. We are sprinting, which does mean we go like further, faster from than other folks. And I guess I could lay some plants down on him. Now that we can see this, we can put it to a like much further location than ourselves. Like now that we have that glow sphere.
Yep.
So maybe this won't kill us instantly. Well, some chaos definitely happened.
It disappeared. I don't know what it disappeared, man.
Yeah, that usually means something did something to it, but we don't necessarily know what. I will note that, like, several of the plants appeared to also disappear, so one of the plants probably took another one away. We did get another law, so that's nice.
There's, like, musical notes?
That's, yeah, like, when you level up, you make musical notes. There's also a bunch of other things that happens. A yonder brush is revealed. I wonder if the yonder brush is what did it.
Maybe.
It does in fact look like we got another tumbling pod creating thing.
Yeah.
So I guess we now have friend bombs. Ah, looks like he got moved over to that direction. What if I say... kill?
Yeah, maybe send our feral guy over there as well.
I don't know if he can move. I better get the hell out of Dodge, though. Because...
Oh, he moved there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Didn't die.
That is the scary part of this, but there is another.
Fine, I guess. It's another pod.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep making these, and you know what? They're friends. He is definitely being attacked by something.
Set him on fire.
can chat with the tumbling pod.
Some like yellow seeds up there. Are they?
I think there are also
friendly?
things that we got. Yeah. Pricklers. They're like the
Yeah.
regular guys that we were
Yeah.
fighting.
I think you just got close enough. Ooh, and they just died. Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, 450 experience, yay! We are actually quite close to leveling off that. But maybe we shouldn't hang out around here. Yeah, I think he got teleported to somewhere else in the room by one of the plants.
Head up that stairs.
Yeah, probably. We are no longer lost, which means we can go up here.
We can go to the place we want to
Finally go to this place. Which should, give us the quest experience, which I think is going to level us.
Alright.
Alright, level 7. 4 hit points, a mutation, and we're visiting Mapar.
Woo!
Neat.
Okay.
We do love shrooms. Oh no.
I know.
That's a good sign.
I know.
Well, it doesn't mark. It's not marked as anything currently.
Yeah, there was something in the top left, and I don't know what that was.
Now we can make burgeoning bigger if we want. Or at least make it come around faster.
Sure, why not?
Everyone loves plant chaos.
Plant chaos does work.
Mapar and fungus patch surface.
Wind has begun blowing.
It sure has. So yeah, I guess I'm in a fungus zone. That is a fire. I would have to cut that down to go.
Alright. Oh. Hello.
It's just a friendly salamander.
Oh, friend. Not friend. Not friends. Not
Many unfriends.
Trivial.
Yeah, so you will note that they do, like, get to the point where I could take a lot of them. That said, when there's enough and they all get around you, they are quite dangerous.
That's a lot of them.
So maybe I'll try to cut down that mushroom and see what happens.
Yeah. And they follow you in different screens?
Enemies can, yes. Sometimes they will or won't. I can chop this tree down. Well, that one's marked as friend. Which is good.
Do not fight. Do not fight. You got it. Ooh, uh-oh.
He puts out spores. Okay.
We're not going that direction then.
Alright,
I think we run away from this place. We got the experience.
I can at least do that to not do that. I can
Get away from the
potentially, yeah. Because he wasn't actually attacking me. Hello, boars.
Hi, lads.
Well, I could do him dirty. Aloe Volta. Ooh. Some Dreadroot. It's not an amazing roll from the looks of things, but hey.
I think I did kill one.
Really, we're just trying to cause chaos here so that I can buy some time. Yeah, that one moved off screen there.
Yeah.
They are definitely taking a bunch. A lot of dreadroot there. A lover's blossom, which I think I can actually pick up.
Yeah, I think that was like the jilted lover that died or something.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, I think you are right. So yeah, like a group of these guys at Trivial is actually not too hard to deal with. You definitely outlevel the Snapjaws pretty quickly, although they do, of course, have stronger versions.
They have bigger boys, yeah. Bigger, stronger boys.
Ah, that's just a little corner. I think if it's a different color, that means it's graffiti. Yeah. Vibrations in the water as it splashes the time of kind of headband. Yeah, this would be where claws would be super good because we could potentially dig around stuff. That does make sense.
Yeah, the fungus that's in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't feel bad about the carapace. It's probably saved our butt a few times here. Ah, the salamanders are fighting some other Snapjaws around here. I'm kind of seeing if there's any way, like, around the impossible mushroom that we saw. I take a quick look at our grenades. We have an acid grenade and a stun grenade. I know there are fungicide grenades, which potentially could be worth something. Buddy, you don't want none of this, but I do want a small box. Wonder what that is. A box of crayons. Alright. Alright, we are back to the Desert Canyon and Fungus Patch. Ah, Mechanist Pilgrim, hello.
Lad?
Ah, he's just got some vine wafers on him.
Don't we all? Ah!
Irritable Tortoise and Friend of Fungi. So irritable tortoises are kind of assholes. They are very heavily armored.
Can you set them on fire?
We sure can.
She tightened her carapace.
They will do that. When they do that, they get basically the same thing that we do when we do ours. And it does make it much harder to do battle with them.
They're leaving a trail of blood.
Yeah, they are quite hefty.
They're chunky.
Yes, they are real chonkers. There we go. A luminous horse room. Neat. But yes, friend of fungi, huh?
Is he mad we killed a fungus?
Might just be under control of them. Brooding Azure Puff. Neutral. Impossible.
There's a lot of very scary fungus in here.
There sure are.
Yeah, there's a lot of scary fungus in here. You ever been here before?
No, I have not been to like a fungus patch event. Oh, that fungus doesn't like us.
Oh no!
Hostile impossible.
Oh no! We probably don't want to be here.
But what if it was funny?
I mean, if you could sneak, that's fine.
Saw me attack the friend of fungi. I could believe that. But what's he's gonna do? He's attached to the ground.
Mm-hmm. There's wherever that fire is. A lava weep. That's killing the bird, I guess.
Fascinating. I have no idea what the deal with that is.
So look at that bird that's on fire.
Flaming lava-covered glow crow, huh?
Okay.
Apparently it was worthwhile enough to write in my journal, which is a little scary.
Sure, why not?
Well, I can see 5 drams of lava. Yeah, it sure does seem like it makes lava, huh?
Oh boy. That's terrifying. Yeah, I make a lava martini. That's a two-headed pig. I guess
Fighting with the birds.
Yeah, angered the birds, I guess.
The birds, they have that up thing, that means they're flying.
I think that guy is dead as hell.
Yeah, he seems to have angered quite a few.
There he is.
See if I can't get in on that experience. Be a little hard to tell what's happening sometimes. The log is quite useful for that.
Alright. Kill the boar, friend of birds.
Yeah. Give that one a wide enough berth, it's probably fine.
Person.
I think that's the same mechanist we saw earlier.
Just over here now.
Yes. Still some fungus among us here. The big-ass fungus patch. Much to consider.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
They threw a corrosive grenade at me too.
Oh my. Think it's time to get out.
Ah, he's also a friend of fungi.
He's pink.
It is a pink snapjaw.
I guess you just become pink if you're friend to the fungi.
Yeah. I spot a honeyweep.
Alright.
Fascinating.
Sure. Can we pick up that honey? Yeah, you can collect honey. Interesting.
Yes, I guess if we look in our water skins, I do have 8 drams of honey, which weighs 5 already. But that could be worth our time.
Yeah, sure. Liquid gold and all that.
Delicious. I could collect the lava. I'm not sure. I have to assume that lava requires lava-safe containers. Tort, I don't know if you want to be attacking that. But what do I know?
I know nothing at all times. I never know anything.
This is, of course, the thing with the snapjaws. Screen with the snapjaws. Looks like a turtle and a horse are fighting currently. Equimax, tough. The Equimax is also friend of fungi. The brooding gold puff is injured.
Oh my. Oh hey salamander. You pet the salamander.
I don't think I can, no. I can't trade with him either.
Stay warm, Fred. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hi!
Hi!
There's a glow white just in this little corner here.
Hi, buddy.
He's got claws.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
We found a fungus patch.
we have, achieved very little, ever, really, frankly. This guy is average.
I know, right?
This glow light is kicking our ass. Woo!
Woo! Terrifying.
I also had a sun veil. Alright.
We did find a honey weep.
We did in a lava weep. I guess we might be able to continue through that little patch. Oh. Just continues to be glow whites in there.
Just in a glow white zone. Well, he is currently on fire, at least.
Her, it
Sorry,
looks
she
like.
currently is on fire. Back in my shell. It's a good thing that seems to work.
Why not just being trapped in their spawns one?
Could be. But I think there is a little further we can go.
Yeah, it kind of like looks like it. Every time we go in there, there's like
There might just be a few of them around there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said.
Yeah, quite a few.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we blast him.
Mm-hmm.
That's adorable.
Woo!
We're getting good experience out of it.
Yeah,
at
what
least.
is it? Did it drop something in there?
Milady.
Milady? Alright, but I mean the thing to like the left.
That is sap.
Ah, okay.
Sounds like the perfect time. Ah, there's still hostiles nearby. Gotcha. Good time to go. Ah. Something's shooting at me. Ah, my blood. Yeah, that makes sense. I am a plant person.
It is not unsetting itself on fire.
Well, good news. He can now be even more on fire.
Unfired itself.
It's once again she.
I guess they're all just ladies.
They're all just on fire. Ooh.
Carbide longsword.
So carbide weapons tend to be quite good. And worth a lot of money. We've also got these steel boots, which does lower my dodge, but like 2 armor is pretty fucking good. And yeah, I have nothing on my feet right now. So actually, I've currently got 7 D armor value, which is quite good. We can make the, there's a setting that lets you list stuff behind. That's actually really nice. I have no idea where it would be. We will probably finish up soon.
We gotta kill some fungus.
We're all status colors. F1 for take all. Take corpses when using take all. No, don't do that. Always highlight stairs, display location. Add a line separator at the end of each turn. That's actually probably a good thing for me to do, for me. Suppose not. Well, I can look for it at a later date. Anything else want to shoot and or kill me?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah. Not Salamander, Luffy's friend. Oh, hello. Took his bandages, his gross, dirty bandages.
As we should. Hi. Oh, you want to fucking go? You want to go?
He did want to go.
He did want to go.
He did. This place is huge.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think we're potentially even on a different spot on the map now. Ah, it's nighttime, so I can't bask in the sun. Tragic.
No.
I can wait till morning. Alright, well, we should probably finish up soon. I guess the question would be if we wanted to do this again. Or,
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Kinda just chill. I was gonna bask in the sunlight. But yes, when you do just whip up a meal out of stuff. Well, let's see. A dash of abstract sail, a soybean, and a smidgen of fiendish dogthorn. Delicious. But we are now sated. Yeah, it's actually quite helpful to have the turn start indicator.
Yeah.
It can be a little hard to tell what's going on from time to time.
Just got a friend salamander that the game won't let me pet.
It's true, which
wanna-
is sad.
I wanna pet
Wanna
the
pet the salamander. I know.
I wanna pet it. It's so cute. want to pet the salamander. It's almost as good as a dog.
That's true. Sadly, you've been denied. I know. Alright, well, I think we'll finish up there. Next time, we will probably go and do the Tinkerer's quest and start moving on, like, the main quote-unquote quest line. But we are getting stronger. The build sort of works. It's decent. We're not very dodgy, but we've actually gotten pretty armored. And, you know, so we can kind of stand there while guys are on fire and just sit around and take hits, waiting for our 10-turn flaming ray to come back.
Yeah.
Which, hey, seems like it's worked so far.
It works, yeah. It's a sound strategy. I like the fire front.
Yeah, he's gone pretty good so far.
Flamesman.
He's Flamesman.
He's done a good job.
Alright, well, I guess on Friday we will just continue doing this for now. We don't really, you know, I won't say that we'll beat Cud in any way, shape, or form, but we got a character going. We can always do a bit more of it next time.
Sure.
Alright, we'll be back on Sunday with Bug Fables.
Things are going badly.
They're going great. We definitely weren't tricked and or japed.
That sure is not what happened.
Alright, see y'all later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.